What's going on, guys? It's Veritable Tanker, and welcome back to Historical Board Gaming's The Korean War. We're on turn 10. Not a lot really happened this turn, so we're probably looking at a pretty short video this time around. So, starting off. Alright, North Korea collected 41 IPC this turn. They paid off the 8 damage to the Seoul factory, and then purchased 4 infantry, 5 artillery, and the supplies. North Korea did not make any movements, combat or non-combat wise. So then they pushed it off to the Chinese. China didn't do anything this turn. They didn't even purchase, because at this point, with it being turn 10, and the Allies are all the way down here. Again, there's really no chance that China's coming into the war this game. And so they just elected to save the 35 that they collected. South Korea collected 17. As usual, this time they did 3 infantry, a mech, and 1 supply. No combat, just non-combat. They took their big infantry stack from Andong, and moved it up to Yongdok. So we'll see what transpires there. Oh, they did have 1 combat. They did move 5 units from Andong and retook Osan, south of Seoul. So the South Koreans have taken back one of their territories. And then non-combat, like I said, they moved to Yongdok. They moved some of their mechanized infantry around, moved some supplies, and then dropped their 1 supply and 1 supply and their ground units there in Busan. The United States, the U.S. collected 50 IPC this turn. They just decided, again, since we're nearing the end of the game, they just bought 2 mech infantry and saved the 50, or what'd they save? They saved 42 IPC. Let's see here. They did not do any combat, just some non-combats. The, The 2nd Infantry Division with its artillery and the other tank from the 1st Armor have moved up to Sangju. Wanted to show these off real quick. I did get some new American ground pieces from Historical Board Gaming the other day. This is their Army Ranger piece. I'm actually more using these for airborne, for other games to show airborne units. I really like this, so I figured it'd be fun to make even though it's an Army Ranger, it would just be an airborne piece. But for right now, I'm using them as some of the infantry pieces for this game. But so like I said, the 2nd Infantry Division has moved in to reinforce the 24th and 25th, as well as the 1st Armored Division also came in and supported. The U.S. had a fighter in Busan that came up to Sanju. 2 mechs from Wigwang came up to Sangju with 10 supplies. Get this area beefed up on supplies. Moved more supplies up into Wigwang as well with one of the mechs there. The U.S. they landed the 3rd Infantry Division along with the 5th Armored Division. Let's see here, what else did they do? They moved the 7th Infantry and all of its forces 1 more space. They moved the 40th Division 1 more space. But the 40th Infantry is not even going to make it to the game. Well, they'll land on the 12th turn, but it'll be too late to do anything for them. And then, yeah, they just placed their mech and just placed the 2 mechs, and that was it. All right, over to the UN. The UN collected 20 IPC. They didn't spend anything. They didn't do any combat. Their only non-combat was taking their 1 mech from Daejeon and moving it back to Gwangju, while taking the 2 mech in Gwangju and moving them up to Daejeon with 10 supplies. And that's basically where the game stands now. Like I said, we're at turn 10. We're almost done. It doesn't really look like the Allies are going to really be able to pull a victory out of this one. Just again because of the way the rules work is whoever owns the most territory at the end of 12 turns wins the game. And that's really the only stipulation. And right now, excuse me, it is kind of beginning to look like the Allies are not. I mean, there are some things the Allies could do, but it's probably still not going to be enough for them to meet that objective of holding the most territory by the end of the game. So it is probably looking like it's going to be a communist victory, but we're just going to play 2 more turns to go, so we'll play it out to the end. So that is it for now, and we will see you guys next time for turn 11. So until then, guys, as always, take care.